Ella, as you can clearly see,
You've got a badge now.
the engine is out, as you saw in the previous video, and of course, we're making another video because we've got a new one. A few weeks ago, we headed up to the Midlands to grab our big old V8 motor, an essential part of the M3 GTR that ultimately I couldn't ignore any longer. His number plate says poo. So we just got back. Now we've got to get it inside, which now there's only 2 of us. Before there were 3. So now, while the sound file of the most wanted M3 GTR is actually from a TVR, keeping it in the family is more realistic, more sensible, and I would actually like the car to run. And there it is, the big old V8 motor. And gearbox. That's so cool. That's right, folks. We have bought an S62, which is from an E39.
Yep.
Nice. M5. This is by far the most expensive piece of metal that I've purchased for this car thus far. I think the seat was the king of its like one item. I guess it's not technically one item, but you know what I'm saying.
This is probably double of what it's cost to buy the car and the kit.
I think so. Some of you may be wondering why we didn't go with the E92 V8, because that's obviously the more modern option. People have done this before. If someone's done it before, people have made adapter kits for it.
You're so close. No. With the engine regs for racing back in the day, so when this car would have been the real thing, the V8 has to be based of a road-going engine block. So the V8 that was in the GTR originally would have been derived from this engine. It'd be heavily modified, but the block, the starting point would have been this back in the day.
Yeah.
In, when was it, 2002?
I like that you know things. You're a help.
It's my background, it's what I do.
We also have the gearbox, which is actually similar between the M5 and the M3, which again makes our life much easier because this car shares a lot of things with an M3. We'll need to get some more M3 things, but again, saving effort. So of course it's not just a straight swap with these things, which is why we made our lives as easy as possible. I do have some parts, and including a kit that essentially exists to swap this engine. Again, people have done it before, so we're just kind of following their footsteps. Can we do it? Yeah, I think that's it. So this is the box that has the sump, this big piece, which is something that is required to actually fit the engine, and with the steering. You put it back in. That's it. Also this, which actually looks a lot more compact than I thought it would be.
Ooh.
It's a metal thing. So this is to essentially replace the old one and allow it so that the engine will fit. Because again, it won't fit.
I think it's more a clearance thing because of that surround on it.
Yeah.
I think that's what's fouling.
Yeah.
Or would foul.
So they all work really quickly. As you can see, the air compressor's coming off again. We don't need that.
No, that's staying off. Weight reduction, bro.
And clearance.
And clearance, bro.
Clearance production, bro.
So that is the whole mount, engine mount. That is a big unit.
Another great thing about buying a kit that's been done before is you get access to documents sometimes. I didn't. I'll just be able to email the place in the week unless we just manage to do it ourselves. Seems like oil sump on, right? So what I did read is that you need to swap out the oil pump. From what I can tell, you basically use the M performance version of this engine's oil pump. So you use one from an M60 or an M62, according to it. So the only thing I can figure out is that the oil capacity of the other engines is higher, so maybe it has higher pressure. I don't know, maybe it just fits. Maybe that's why. What was that?
I think I need to take the sump off first before the dipstick comes out.
Oh, right, okay.
The way it's bent. Unless, annoyingly, it goes through the middle of the engine mount, so you can't take the engine mount off the dipstick.
Right, okay.
Which I can't imagine they would have made it so you have to take a sump off to change an engine mount.
No,
That's
surely
pointless.
not. I mean, Germans, but
Well, normally they're pretty good.
have you seen a modern car? Oh. Ignore the shaky camera, but you just did it.
Just done it.
There she is. From pictures from what I've seen, I think it's bigger, which again, more power. My oil pump is faster than yours. So tell us the quirk.
It's quite unique, really. I've not seen anything like this. The engine mount is an oil channel as well.
Yeah.
Goes straight onto the side with these O-rings, and then the oil filter housing goes straight into there. It's quite cool, but it makes us another problem because we don't have anything to do that again. So
I mean, it would be nice to have the PDF.
yeah. For what we want to do today is not going to change anything.
No.
We can still get it in the car.
Yeah.
Oh no. What the f happened there? It's stuck. How the f did I do that?
After minutes, seconds actually for you guys, the sump is off and we shall be placing the new one. So this is not going to be the final fit. We've got an oil pump to swap out and quite a few adapty bits. So right now the plan is not to fit it to be finished, it's to fit it and make sure things fit, things have got clearance. So we're going to be taking the engine out again after doing this, but we need to see how it fits. Again, this is not an engine for this car. The original one is over there. If you want to buy it, £6 million.
$6 million gambling dollars.
Even though we have the kit to make it fit, there's going to be some welding involved and potentially some cutting and replacing parts. We've actually got a list.
Another bolt-on kit.
Ah yes, many bolts-on kits.
Yes.
So good.
Bolt-on kit that needs welding.
We've got a list of pieces that we know we need. There's likely always going to be more. But once we fit it and we know it does fit, well then we can start the process of, well, getting this all nice. It wouldn't be the M3 GTR without a lick of paint. And then a scratch down the side. Should we have the pinstripe?
What if we get the actor to do it?
I could message him. He follows me.
Does he?
Yeah.
Fly into the UK and put the pinstripe in the key.
I don't know. Do I really want to pay a man to destroy my car?
That graphic goes on your side, goes over the top of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a few more problems.
That's a fairly big problem.
So on our first test fit, basically we can't clear the pulley, I guess the back of the pulley. On the actual pictures, this is a different variant of the engine. There's a few. It's a little bit different, but for now, it's marked. We'll take it off, and it'll fit. Don't need that.
Theoretically, we shouldn't. I think that's what on that engine there. I think that's doing the timing.
Yeah.
That's where there's a tooth missing in the wheel. That's where it gets that's where it picks it up. It's like it sees all the teeth, and there's a gap. And it detects how often that gap is seen.
Okay.
That's how it gets it. Basically, what you can see on that picture, there's a sensor on the front there. I think that's what should go onto here.
Okay.
But this car obviously does the reading somewhere else somehow.
We'll figure it out. It says it supports this engine, so
Yeah.
you sound confident.
I was expected to be easier than this. I thought for once in our life we're going to do something easy. They've been painted as well. I think I know why. Because it's only a bit of, like, not pressed, but it's not that strong.
Yeah.
So I think they've put it in there, so when you do it, it's not...
Oh, it's not fully on there.
Yeah, so it's not the weak bit, it's fighting against itself.
This is the closest I've seen to a V8 46.
What?
V8 46.
V8 46, okay. I'm tired.
So what we found is we are catching this piece right here. Obviously it's not exactly straight because using chains and wood and yeah, as you can see. However, either way I think we're going to hit this because ultimately this has got to sit further back.
To be honest, I think if you take that out,
yeah,
you end up with a cleaner build by the end of it as well.
Yeah. Welcome back. We've got a new toy. It's not a part for the car, but
it's a big black one as well.
And compressor, 100 litres. The other one we were using before basically didn't have enough juice to power the tool and also top up the container. Oh, and it also has 2 outlets. Yeah, we're big leagues now.
We are.
They said, no, this is not for professional use. This is for hobbyist and
But this,
solo professional.
you could have workshop of this.
We're going to do one of those car cinematics on it. The car reveal cinematics. So, I don't know, actually, how long has it been? Maybe like weeks?
Month and a half?
It's been about a month and a half, but we have got the compressor to do some cutting. It's just a little bit easier. We've got a smaller tool to use. Basically, we need to do some cutting so that we can get the engine inside the car. We know the first piece we're kind of hitting on is over here that's stopping us getting the engine in.
It's almost there, wasn't it?
It was actually pretty damn close, just out. So, new engine mounts.
Ooh, oh, you get gearbox ones as well.
And they're pink, the gearbox ones.
Yeah, you get 2 for the gearbox as well.
Oh, cool. I'm always like so used to having a mic on top of the camera that I have to like look at it,
Yeah.
but I don't.
What thread are they?
They're European, so they should be
Yeah, M10.
not American.
Good description.
Should have said they're European, so they should be not backwards.
This car is in euros.
Except kilometers an hour, that's wrong.
Yes.
Will she go in dry?
No spitting.
No spit, nothing.
Right, mind yourself, you're getting it squashed out. Over that.
Okay.
Should be clear there.
All that stuff getting stuck.
Oh no, we're in there.
We're in.
Yeah, but I might, when we come back out again, I might just take that whole edge off.
Yeah, is it getting likely?
It's not hitting it, but it's very close.
Okay.
Yeah, at the minute, it's a bit pissed.
Are you sure you're not?
To be honest, with these mounts, we have a lot of scope
Okay.
to get it in and to make it work.
Okay.
I mean, it's the closest it's been.
It is.
I do welding. Not very good welding.
All right, what did we just do?
I did some welding.
We did some Dale did some welding. I'll show it from a distance.
Yeah.
It's,
If you go over there by the door.
okay, yeah, all right.
If you go over there, it's like my Mustang. Over there, it doesn't look that bad.
That looks great.
Yeah. Before you go in the comments complaining about it, that's my first ever time welding.
Yeah, it's his first time, so like, hey, there you go.
And it's much better than that exhaust you did.
All right, let's not talk about that. so we needed these in to basically extend the points and where the engine sits forward. And yeah, they're in, so we can hopefully see if we can get the pink.
Wrong ones.
Pink.
The wrong pink things,
mounts
Theo.
to align.
Oh, where'd the other bracket go? About these to go in as well. These go underneath here.
It's like an extra support, but
yeah.
we
we've only
did
got
test
one.
it. You stood on it and jumped,
I jumped on that one.
and it was fine.
This one's not
so
tested.
for now.
But yeah, we're going to make some more of these at work in the week. We've only got one of these randomly, so we need to make another one. And then we're going to make some more for this side as well, just to...
Yep. So the engine doesn't fall out.
Yeah, we don't want that.
It's ideal. There you go.
Yeah. Well, we'll know when it falls out, so.
Yeah. We won't lose it.
First real test.
Yep, need to push it.
The tracking's out on this.
Hang on, we're gonna crash. There we go.
Oh, that felt more solid, didn't it?
Yeah.
More positive. Oh, hang on. We need to take that slide plate out.
All right, we are at our limit on this side.
All right, okay, so what we're going to have to do there is lift your side up. Get her into the prop there.
Ah.
Oh, wait a minute. Come in there. Push it in there. Is that a bit closer?
It is a little bit closer, yeah. Ooh. We are very close. Is it stuck on that side?
We're actually sitting on the mount there. On that side. This side's way too high.
Yeah. My friends, the engine, for the first time, is on mounts in the car. Okay, it's on 2 instead of 4. We need to do that, but...
In fact, it's almost just resting on them. Because that's pretty...
Yeah.
That's pretty slack, so...
That is so good. That is an achievement. We have put in an engine.
2 helmets.
2 helmets.
2 helmets that's done an engine.
Took a bit of wiggling and messing about, but as you can see, it is sat on those pink mounts. That is beautiful. It looks very high at the moment because of the angle.
Once we put the gearbox one on, that'll square it up a little bit.
V8 M3. Is it now better than an M3?
Oh yeah.
It's better than an M3.
This is what it should have come with.
It should have. It should have. We're gonna get shot for that, but it should have. It's gone from not an M3 being a bad thing to not an M3 being a good thing.
Yeah. I love how not an M3's caught on.
Yeah, it has really caught on. Everyone says it. Every single time someone asks me about it now, they don't say, what about the M3? They say, what about the not M3? So to get everything to line up, because everything's going to sit a bit differently, having a different engine in the car, we had to get a new prop. There's actually quite a lot of M3 bits that we essentially need to get to piece together this car. Thankfully, the M5 and the M3 share a lot of pieces, which essentially makes, well, life easier. So the M3 one is shorter.
Should be, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take the other
Should
one off.
be.
I'll take the other one off and then we can side by side.
That's a good point, yeah.
Oh, it's got a donut on it. I was not expecting that. One last thing we've got to look for.
Oh, is it the piece you were going to tell me to ask for? But I already bought it.
No, we need, well, apparently we need the adapter flange. That comes out of the gearbox. So there might be a chance that it lines up. Stand back, he's got a knife.
Well, that's easier.
Yeah. Why did we do that originally?
I don't know. All right, engine in, kinda. We've still got to get a bunch of stuff. We found that the prop doesn't line up. There's like a gap. We need to get the output flange. Basically, this is going to be a lot of putting it in, realizing we actually need like 50 other things, and then putting it again, and hopefully that's it. But obviously I wanted to give you an update to show you what the engine we've got. I don't think I revealed it in the previous video what engine we got. So V8, good, right? There was a lot of people basically asking for the newer version of this, which would be in the new M3, the generation after, but like, there's a kit for it, kit that doesn't fit. However, if we were doing the other method, that would be a lot more difficult. And this engine as is was already like 8 grand in itself, so I think that would have been, those are nice still. They're like over 10 surely.
We've got a gearbox as well.
And the gearbox, so we got all that for 10 grand. So quite an achievement to get this thing in the car. We have angled it a little bit better than I previously showed, but you can see it's a big boy.
That's where it wants to be now, I think.
Yeah. Another question obviously is, will the airboxes fit? That's something that's like expensive. It would be nice, and we'll have to maybe buy it and find out.
It's going to be very tight.
Yeah. So there you go. M3 update. You're welcome. A lot more buying to do, a lot more fitting to do. We're getting there. The engine's in. Kinda.